Yo, what's going on, guys? Riot here once again on my favorite YouTube channel for like crazy intellectual monsterisms, the Goji Center, which you guys should obviously be subscribed to as well. Today we're gonna be learning some monster stuff. Okay, three ways Kong could kill Godzilla. This video is surely gonna ruffle some feathers because people like to think Godzilla's invincible when it comes to Kong, but you gotta wonder if there's a way it could have gone down differently, you know?
This video discusses hypothetical scenarios that could possibly trigger some specific viewers.
Oh, you Godzilla fans get crazy.
Advised.
Specific
Can Kong
viewers
actually have a chance against Godzilla? We think he might. That is, under certain and very special conditions. Today we will explore 3 scenarios where Kong could actually kill Godzilla while revealing the G-Man's most critical weaknesses. If you're a new viewer and would like to see more, take a split second to smash those like and subscribe buttons. Now let the bloody business begin.
This video is gonna ruffle. It's clearly already ruffled millions of feathers.
To uncover the 3 ways Kong could effectively kill Godzilla, we need to analyze Godzilla's anatomy and identify where he's most vulnerable.
Anatomy.
By looking at his overall corporal build, Godzilla does not have many weaknesses, but most definitely there. The first weakness will be the most difficult to exploit. The eyes. These are well tucked into the Titan's skull, but not immune to puncture wounds. This could also include inside his mouth. The next weakness we can find can be found here, Godzilla's gills. Although not 100% vital for his survival, these gills provide malleable openings to this Titan's throat, which could prove fatal if exposed. And finally, the not-so-soft underbelly. While it is true that Godzilla is armored from head to tail, large flat surface areas, no matter how thick, are still prone to puncture by large and narrow objects, or other sharp weapons with enough forward momentum.
The axe was able to enter Godzilla's leg,
so these 3 weaknesses can be guarded by Godzilla's strong forearms, making it again really circumstantial for Kong to exploit these weaknesses in order to deal a fatal blow to Godzilla. But let's pretend that for whatever reason, Kong was able to severely injure or counter Godzilla's arms for enough time to deal a blow, leading us to the first way Kong can kill Godzilla. Number 1, head on a pike.
Damn, right into it.
As this may sound, this could actually be possible. Assuming that Kong got his hands on a long, sharp object, piercing any of these eye sockets would very likely damage the brain, leading to an immediate disruption of Godzilla's entire nervous system and ultimately death. Is Kong capable of achieving this? We have seen examples of Kong's brutality in close range and long-range combat. In our Godzilla vs. Kong battle analysis, Kong wins the edge on dexterity, meaning that he is able to hit moving targets at a large distance.
Yeah, he snipes stuff,
that
dude.
Even most humans suck at. If the eye sockets are too difficult to strike,
the freaking the opening to Kong Skull Island, when they first locate him, it was literally a tree speared. Obviously he speared the dome in Godzilla vs. Kong too, but we don't know if he was aiming for a specific spot or just throwing. But in the opening of Kong Skull Island, he freaking speared a helicopter with it. Like, he's clearly like a master at aiming. That's why this seems like it might be a slightly logical thing, if possible. If Godzilla was distracted, you know what I'm saying?
Kong could probably find an opening inside Godzilla's mouth. A strike to the roof of the mouth or back of the throat would strike critical organs like the brain or the spinal cord, paralyzing or even killing Godzilla.
I'm never opening my mouth again.
Whatever tool is used must be extremely sturdy in order to stab through and hit its target. What would make this even more challenging is Godzilla's fast reflexes, which would allow him to swat any incoming projectiles and hold back any attempts to injure his eyes, making this the most difficult but feasible way to kill Godzilla. Number 2, flaying. For those that don't know what flaying is, this word means to rip the skin off of something while it's alive or dead.
What?
How would Kong be able to achieve this? It's not simple. The only way that Kong would be able to perform a similar maneuver would be by targeting his...
Just gonna act like that didn't happen right there? Hang on a second, that was the most disturbing thing I've ever seen in my life.
Alive or dead. How would Kong be able to achieve...
I will wear your skins? Jesus!
How would Kong be able to achieve this? It's not simple. The only way that Kong would be able to perform a similar maneuver would be by targeting his gills, gripping on them, and tearing down.
Oh,
Kong
Lord.
is most likely capable of doing this since his upper arms are more than sufficient to do the job. Tearing off Godzilla's gills would expose the soft tissue underneath Godzilla's neck,
Oh,
which
man.
includes the neck muscles and maybe even the trachea, if the wound is deep enough. Revealing this area will not only inflict intense pain, but would also cause severe blood loss, making Godzilla incapable of fighting back. Besides using his hands to reach for the gills, Kong could also make use of tools, or even the battle axe. These serrated edges on the axe could grip onto any unwary Godzilla's gills, causing severe trauma.
God.
Not to mention any additional damage that this axe can inflict with its atomic powers. Again, this is assuming that Godzilla failed to defend
Look
its
at
weak
those
spots
puppies.
with his arms. In this case,
Those gills! Those gills just look so easily rippable. Look at him. He almost wouldn't even need to freaking like hurt it. He could just literally grab him there as is and start ripping on him. That's a scary thought, dude. I don't like that thought at all. Godzilla's so protected though, and he's a quick freaking reptile reflexes. So it's very unlikely, but looking at that, it looks like with the force applied that Kong is capable, it would happen.
Failed to defend its weak spots with his arms. In this case, a
Like
weakness
right there, dude.
not as difficult to strike as an eye socket, but still deadly. Number 3, Disemboweling.
No!
If not careful, Godzilla's guts could hit the floor if Kong manages to land a very well-placed strike on his underbelly. The only weapon that could achieve this is Kong's battle axe.
That is true,
Being
though.
sharp is not enough for this weapon to cut through. The axe only features pointy edges, providing enough piercing power but not necessarily cutting power. So how could this weapon cut through Godzilla's underbelly?
Stab and rip.
The answer lies in this weapon's mechanics. An axe's main virtue is not its sharpness, but rather the power inflicted on an object.
That big!
This power is exerted by the axe's structure, which leverages the axe blade as a counterweight to increase the impact force of this weapon. If this is not enough, this weapon is wielded by one of the strongest titans in the Monsterverse. To learn more about this weapon and to understand its full array of capabilities and origins, make sure you watch our video breaking down Kong's battle axe. If Godzilla is caught up with his arms in a non-defensive position, Kong could strike at Godzilla's chest or underbelly, slicing the outer layer of skin enough for an opening to be made, causing intense pain, which could cripple Godzilla for the rest of the fight. To make matters worse, if Kong decides to dig deeper and disembowel this titan, this could be the ultimate end for the King of Monsters.
Oh, no.
This sort of wound is seen in the Playmates figures featuring several
yeah, it
titans
is.
with
I
battle
forgot about
damage,
that.
including Godzilla's wounds on his chest and upper abdomen.
I forgot about that
this
completely.
tells us that Godzilla could in fact get severely injured in this fight, possibly against Kong or their new archenemy, Mechagodzilla.
Intense. I feel like this is completely possible as well. Like that's how like kangaroos. That's why they say don't ever fight a kangaroo for various reasons, obviously. But they grab onto you and they use their big ass toenail to just disembowel you, and your guts spill all out over like the hot Australian terrain, and you just all dusty and dirty. That's how you die. It's possible for sure.
Possible that during the war between the Godzilla and Kong species, some Kong specimens managed to kill some Gojira titans, possibly in one of the ways discussed previously. The knowledge on how to bring a Godzilla titan down could have been passed down to later generations. There's only one problem though. Nobody was there to teach Kong how to fight. When born, the first thing he witnessed was his parents' death by the skull crawlers. In response to this postnatal trauma, Kong survived thanks to the rage fueling his will to live and fight. Everything we see Kong do now, he taught himself.
What a badass. I do think these are legit though, because like this is obviously before Godzilla vs. Kong. Now he can clearly use that example where like the axe goes into Godzilla's leg. So if you could go into his leg, it easily could have gotten his stomach. And if you rip it out enough, then yeah, it's gonna open up for guts. That's crazy. This is crazy. Obviously, in a one-on-one, Godzilla would win 1,000. And these are very rare circumstantial things that would be very like that. Obviously, it's not saying Kong could beat Godzilla easy. It's saying there's slight little miracles that could happen where it would be possible. I respect this. This is beautiful. So yeah, make sure to check out Goshi Center. Link down below. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.